We have an immediate release by VA News about firing VA employees and what that looks like for the upcoming reductions in force, which is about 83,000-ish employees, posted today by the VA, July 7th. VA to reduce staff by nearly 30,000 by the end of FY 2025, which is the end of September of this year. So the reduction achieved through normal attrition, early retirements, deferred resignations, and the federal hiring freeze eliminates need for large-scale reduction in force. I will give you my thoughts on this. I definitely want your thoughts on this particular issue here. So Washington, the Department of Veteran Affairs today announced it's on pace to reduce total VA staff by nearly 30,000 by the end of FY25, eliminating the need for large-scale reduction in force. Keep in mind that large scale doesn't mean that a RIF won't come down. While VA had been considering a department-wide RIF to reduce staff levels by up to 15%, employee reductions through the federal hiring freeze, deferred resignations, retirements, and normal attrition have eliminated the need for that RIF. The numbers break down as follows. VA had roughly 484,000 employees January 1st of this year, and 467,000 employees as of June 1st, 2025, a reduction of nearly 17,000. Between now and September 30th, the department expects nearly 12,000 additional VA employees to exit through normal attrition, voluntary early retirement authority, or the deferred resignation program. VA has multiple safeguards in place to ensure these staff reductions do not impact veteran care or benefits. All VA mission-critical positions are exempt from the DRP and VERA, and more than 350,000 positions are exempt from the federal hiring freeze. Meanwhile, VA performance continues to improve under President Trump and Secretary Collins. So VA disability claims backlog is already down nearly 30% after it increased 24% during the Biden administration. They're processing more claims. The question on the table is, are they accurate? VA is processing record number of disability claims, same thing we just talked about there. VA implemented major reforms to make it easier for survivors to get benefits. VA accelerating the deployment of its integrated EHR. VA is phasing out treatment for gender dysphoria. VA ended DEI at the department. And VA has brought more than 60,000 VA employees back to the office. Since March, we've been conducting a holistic review of the department centered on reducing bureaucracy and improving veterans services to veterans, said VA Secretary Doug Collins. As a result of our efforts, VA is headed in the right direction, both in terms of staff levels and customer service. A department-wide RIF is on the table, but that doesn't mean we're done improving the VA. So a department-wide RIF is off the table. Our review has resulted in a host of new ideas for better serving veterans. Then we will continue to pursue. Then it says VA is currently exploring a number of additional reforms. Okay, so looking at reforms, what the VA plans to do. I'm going to have to do another video looking at what the VA plans to do, because that is a hornet's nest there. Anyways, my thoughts. I'm curious if the department-wide reduction in force was going to have too great of an impact, and the VA Secretary has been getting just punched in the face by the Senate, mainly on the Democrat side when it comes to the 83,000 employee loss to the VA or the RIF. And I'm almost wondering if they're picking up the pieces to say, hey, we don't have to do it anymore because of the DRP, which is good. I know a lot of people have left the VA either on the DRP or not. And I'm curious if this is like a damage control, we don't need to do a RIF, or, hey, our analysis truly shows we didn't need the RIF in the first place, or we no longer need the RIF. I don't know any answers to those thoughts there, but those are my thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on that topic.